Create an environment where they can be innovative without criticism, just really open up and not get stuck on the how we're going to do it, but just dream big. Hello, everyone out there. Coach Kalu here. I would like to share with you a different subject today, talking about innovation and being resourceful. As someone who grew up in the Caribbean at an early age, we learned very quickly how to be resourceful. We played with sticks and rocks and things that I thought was normal. So, I remember a really quick story about we had the juice boxes, and the juice boxes are smaller. Think about a milk carton, and so we call it a juice box on the island. And we had these boxes, and what we would do is once we drank from the box, we would have the box on the floor, and we take this massive brick that you use to build homes, and we take the brick and we'd hold it above our heads, and we would drop it on the box, and it would make this amazing pop sound, and we loved it. I was quite young when I did that, and so when I raised the brick, it actually fell on my chest. I believe how my mother tells the story, I had to go to the hospital. There's a few things because it literally knocked the wind out of me. So, and that's just us being kids and just wanting to play. So I'm really just talking about resourcefulness. What can you do to be resourceful in your business and innovative in your business? There's lots of ideas out there. I would like to share my top 5 ways that you can be innovative and resourceful in your business, as well as they're transferable to life when you take a look at it. So, number 1, and these are things I've been dealing with, helping my clients go through, as well as people I'm just having conversations with, people who've reached out that we're having conversations with. So number 1 is ask your team and your staff. They know, they've been with you for a while, tap into them. They're also on the front line, so they are going to know what works, what doesn't. And if you give them an opportunity and create an environment where they can be innovative without criticism, just really open up and not get stuck on the how we're going to do it, but just dream big, it's going to allow them to actually tell you, they'll say, it would be nice if we did the following. Hey, what if we did this instead? Just ask them the question, how can we be innovative? How can we do things differently? They're going to know. I often say dream big and then focus small, because sometimes that's where we get stuck, is in the how, but right now we're just dreaming. So number 1 is definitely about ask your team. Number 2, identify the trend that's happening in your community, in your ideal client, not just in your industry. I think sometimes that's where we get stuck, because we think about just our industry. But if there's something else happening in the community, how can we, or ask ourselves the question, how can I actually help solve that problem for my dream prospect, for my ideal client, or for my community? We're seeing some of that, and that's going to lead into number 3 a little bit here. But we see some of that where the brewing companies who are saying, we have the tools and equipment. How could we help our community by making hand sanitizer, right? So there's another way of looking at that as well, which leads into 3, which is adapt a product or services for a different use. So what are some of your key services? What are some of your products? Could you adapt that to something else? We see sometimes with, people who only specialize in a certain type of baked goods is now able to bake another good. They have the ingredients. If you specialize in muffins, you could do cakes. If you do cakes, you can do cupcakes, right? You can do other things. I know for us, we did a lot of one-to-one coaching and clients, and now with being on Zoom and doing all these other things, we've really had to learn to expand our services beyond one-to-one, and now we're getting a lot of requests to do one-to-many, so doing webinars and all those other things. These are all things that we're looking at as an organization as well. And number 4, ask your clients and your customers. They will tell you, how can we help? Sometimes asking them that question, what are you struggling with right now? And the second question is, how can I help you? They will tell you. We also see the reviews. Go to your Google reviews or testimonials. See what clients have said about your services or products, and see how you can solve that or do more of that. Because sometimes they say these guys are brilliant in this type of area and field, and you may not be focused in that area, but it just happens to be something you get credit for. What if you did that purposefully, right? What if you were actually focused on that? And number 4. Number 5 is a hidden gem. Number 5 is a hidden gem, and you can tell people, I told you to do it. To be honest, Microsoft already told you to do it, but I'm going to take the claim for it. Number 5 is copy someone else's. Copy and paste. Copy someone else's great, innovative ideas. Don't be so proud, right? There's not a lot of new things. Don't be so proud to actually copy something and make it your own, right? We don't have a lot of great new ideas, so there's some people who have great ideas. Some of the stuff that I coach on are not only my ideas, things I've read, things I've experienced, things that I've been involved in, is really about how do I make it my own and help other people doing it. I'll tell you an interesting story about number 5. My business partner, Christopher, and I went to a conference many moons ago, and we heard a guy from Hay House, the book publishing company, spoke, and he said he always, in his years of being there, he always had people say, hey, but what's the next original idea? What's the next original? I want to write an original book. I want to do something original. And he said at the time, in his 18 years or so being there, he read 3 original books. 3 original books. So for those people who are holding out on doing original, you might be holding out for a while. So be resourceful, be innovative with your thoughts, ask other people, they'll tell you, and be able to copy and paste. If it's working for them, it may work for you. So why not try it out? Please share with everyone your ideas for how you were resourceful, either in life or your business or in your leadership. And so maybe we can get some ideas of what we can do in our own business. So hopefully this was helpful for you. Thank you so much for listening, and thank you for helping others.